How to Stop Ashley Madison Blackmail. I'm Frank Ahearn, the Blackmail Fixer. Now, there's two types of Ashley Madison blackmail and, relationship blackmail. There's the digital type where you connect with someone, you think it's a woman, you send them compromising photos, but they're really overseas, like in the Philippines or Ivory Coast. That's digital blackmail. I'm going to talk about physical, in-person, Ashley Madison seeking adult friend finder type of blackmail where you actually meet the person, and sometimes it turns into a sugar daddy situation. Now, the problem with these types of relationships, they almost always end in blackmail because, it's not a relationship you're involved in. It's a transactional situation where you're paying someone for their time, and often the man will want to cut it off and the woman wants a payment. And sometimes it's a hefty payment they want. Sometimes they go away, they keep coming back, they go away, they keep coming back, demanding more money. And other times it becomes different where they say they love you and they want to be a part of your life, they can't let you go, or it becomes aggressive. They hate you, you use them, and that's the problem. You're getting involved with somebody who advertised online for this type of relationship, and you don't know anything about them mentally or emotionally, whether they're a heavy-duty drug user, and drug users are extremely, extremely unpredictable. The other problem is if it's in your city that you connected with them, they may know where you live, they may know your employment. So these are not cases of blackmail. I suggest somebody work on their own. My expertise is dealing with these types of people and diffusing the situation and backing them off and slowing them down, preventing the exposure, ultimately getting rid of them. And what that means is I take over, I pose as you, I deal with the threat head on, and you just walk away. And I'm extremely successful at this. So if you need help, my suggestion is just check out my website, okay, and learn more about me, learn more about, that type, the Ashley Madison in-person type of blackmail. But the problem is if you pay, you're gonna keep paying because blackmailers always come back for more. Once you become their ATM, that's it. You need to really back them off. So if you're searching online right now for this type of help, what you have to be careful of is not everybody really knows how to stop blackmail. They may have a website with some basic BS about blackmail. So, like for example, you'll go to a lawyer and a lawyer will tell you, don't worry, we're gonna do a cease and desist letter. You're gonna text this letter over to that person and they're gonna stop. But what really happens is you send over that letter, it's from a lawyer with your name in it, admitting to you being blackmailed. That person now has solid information of the relationship between you two, and they can post it on your wife's Facebook page. So it's not very smart, very tactical. You're just giving more, ammunition, or more leverage to the person. So try to avoid that. And sometimes what happens is, you'll want to hire a private detective and they'll be like, don't worry, we'll go confront them. Man, you can't back somebody into a corner like that, because if you do, you might just see the very explosive side to someone. So dealing with this type of situation is about getting out as quickly and quietly as possible. It's not about infuriating a person. It's about, diffusing it and just getting rid of them. So if you need help, check out my website. Be smart, be safe.